This is a podcast inspired by escapism, which is the tendency to seek distraction and relief from unpleasant realities, especially by seeking entertainment or engaging in fantasy. Escape with us. Not just when you want distraction from unpleasant realities, but when you want to join friends who share similar thoughts, similar dreams, who seek and get their escape. The wind is blowing and the sails are set. Welcome to the WhatsApp Odyssey podcast. This is The Great Escape speaking. So now, how about we escape?
Wow.
What's up, y'all? Let's rock. This is the Comic-Con podcast episode thing. Joining me on this episode are
Roxanne Winters, you already know.
Hey, it's Sunshine.
Hey, it's Dad. How are you?
Hey, glad y'all could join me today. How is everyone doing today?
Doing good. I had half an hour worth of sleep. Tired.
Oof.
It's the best
I'm
time.
so tired now.
My stomach is full of protein and it was disgusting. Whey protein, 'cause I just got back from the gym not so long ago. Ugh. But anyway, so
Yeah.
this is pretty much based on the Comic-Con experiences we've had, and it's not really centered around a certain type of Comic-Con. It's basically surrounding all types, whether it's Comic-Con, Techo, you name it, because every state that Comic-Con is held in, it has a different name anyway. Like in Pittsburgh, for instance, it's the Steel City Con. There's a Wizard Con somewhere else that I can't think of the name currently, and etc.
Philly is Wizard Con.
Ah.
It's officially Wizard Con.
There we go.
It's still Wizard Con and Comic Con are kind of the same company, but only in Philly that I've seen is it called Wizard Con. No, Wizard Con. It's Comic Con.
You shall not pass. But anyway. So, Roxanne, we'll be starting with you. We're pretty much going to go around the table here and ask questions, just a few here and there. The first one is, what are some Comic-Cons you have been to so far? And what was your favorite one?
I have been to my favorite one is the one in New York. That's the bigger one. I've been to that one, and then I've been to the one in Philly, which was a lot of fun. And I've been to the one in Philly was, I think, 2 days, and then New York was 3 days. I think I didn't make Sunday, which is when everything goes on sale.
For shame.
Upset, but yeah.
Tisk.
I didn't pay for the ticket. No.
You said your favorite one was New York?
My favorite one was definitely New York, mostly because it was a bigger one and a lot more panels were open to the public. Like, you didn't have to pay for a lot of them.
Yeah. Sweet.
But yeah, not Philly. New York was definitely my favorite.
All right, Kat, what about you?
Years ago, I went to,
She's not that old.
whatever, Comic-Con. It was in Philly.
Many years ago.
Back when I was a youngster.
A whippersnapper like yourself.
Pretty much, yeah. But when I was like a little kid, I'm talking like 6, 7 years old, I went to my first Comic-Con, and I still have the Bulbasaur that I got,
Bulba.
when I went there. Yeah, and then a few years, like recently, I went to Techo with Sunshine, and she dressed as Fiona from Adventure Time, and I dressed as Blossom from Powerpuff Girls, but I didn't have any other Powerpuff Girl friends. So I was just there by myself.
I was thinking about Fiona from Shrek for a second. That would have been cool either way.
Yeah, she should have painted herself green.
Painted Sunshine green. Next time we go, we gotta paint it green.
Haha, there we go.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
So what was your favorite, did you say what your favorite one was, or?
No, my favorite actually, I mean, the one with Sunshine was fun and all, but the one that the first one I ever went to,
Yeah.
my dad was actually working there, and he was dressed up like Pikachu.
Pikachu, I gotta see
a
that.
giant egg Pikachu suit on, and he was like running around, and like, it was the coolest thing, and I knew it was my dad.
Did
But my little baby sister, no,
Wait. Your dad could have been my one-way ticket in.
did he have like a
Pretty much.
taser? Was he like tasing people? You know, to be realistic.
No,
Okay.
he did not have a taser, but he did get picked up by an actual wrestler and like shake like big bear hug and like pose like fairies and whatnot, and it was really cool.
Show this one to throw a Pokeball at him or anything, because that would have been even funnier. Because just the
No,
thought
but,
of him
like,
being
at
his
the
Pikachu.
End, he took his mask off and showed my baby sister, and she was like, "It's Dad!" And she was like really excited and whatnot.
Oh my God, Pikachu's black.
Plot twist. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So that was cool. That was really cool.
So, Sunshine. Last but not least, what about you?
She's a pro.
Our favorite. Well, I went to Teco 2 years in a row, which was amazing. Both experiences I did. Or no, I'm sorry. I went 3 times. What am I talking about?
I went 3 times.
Pro. All 3 times, like I did dress up as something, and but it is my dream to go someplace that has a larger array of amazing comics and people that dress up. So like in Philly or New York, or even in California if there's one in there. I'd love just to travel and check it out.
She's definitely going to Philly with us.
Yes.
You gotta go to New York. They got a tree that literally is like a block away from where it's gonna be. That sounds amazing. Granted, it's a really obnoxiously long New York block.
Yo.
But
Yes.
It's still technically a block.
technically it's a block because you know, that intersection to the next intersection. So technically it was a block. But that was an obnoxiously long block. It was my first time, so I had the nerve to wear like uncomfortable boots because I didn't think I was gonna be walking. It's same. Well, okay, yeah. Next question.
Yeah, so I apparently I am the least experienced out of the group here. I've only actually been to one Comic-Con, but I've been to it about 3 times. The one in Pittsburgh. I had my own table there from my first year, which was really great. And the next 2 years I went, I was just fogging up my screen. Oh my goodness, my glasses.
Excuse you.
No, bless
That's
you.
a thing I always say.
When did you have the tacos?
I didn't have tacos today. Actually, I didn't eat today.
Ah,
That was good.
we gotta fix that.
She's saving them in her stomach for the pie.
There we go.
Get the collard greens.
I don't eat collard greens.
You gonna learn today. So,
Alright, finish what you're saying.
so yeah, so that was pretty much it. But yeah, no, it's my favorite one so far because it's the only one I've been to. But it was really adventurous because each time it was always something different. The many things I liked about this one was it was the Pittsburgh Comic-Con, but they had it actually surprised me. My first year, they had so many people there, and what made it my favorite experience was Stan the Man Lee was there my first year, and I didn't get to actually meet him, but there was a there was a charity across the way at a hotel that I attended after Comic-Con, and he actually was a surprise visitor there, and I was so dumbstruck I almost forgot to record him coming in. One of my friends who actually was at the table with me had to nudge me and say, "Dude, start recording," because I was recording stuff all day. And it was great. I was actually literally just 10 feet away from Stan Lee, and it was great. So that was my favorite thing.
You ain't tell nobody.
Oh no, my video of it's on YouTube. Nah, check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. It's Stan Lee at the I think 2013 charity or something like that.
Guys, I lied.
What's up?
You did
I lied.
live.
I've actually been to 3 Comic-Cons. I forgot about one.
What was it?
I met the guy who, the actual actor who plays R2D2. I mean, that plays, C-3PO.
Okay.
Nice.
The one that has R2D2. No, they had kind of sort of like one of those like tributes to R2D2 for the past one, because it was the one after his death. The one that when he just passed was supposed to be there, but he wasn't there because he passed. So they had kind of sort of tribute there because it was supposed.
Who knows? Maybe he was there as a Force ghost.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I took a picture with R2D2, and the guy who played C-3PO was like doing the motions and everything with the robot with the R2D2, and it was like, like hardcore. And I'm more of a Trekkie, but even I was just like, oh my god!
Well,
Just
so
really Trekkie to go, oh my gosh, I just met somebody. That's how you know you won the world.
Yeah, like a Trekkie freaking out over Star Wars. That's big.
I actually met a couple more people there myself, like Billy D. Williams. That was cool, but he was not feeling it that day. I actually said it was a pleasure. As like I passed him, but he was just like out of it. So
But you guys wouldn't know them.
My mom met the cast of
No, I met I was really mad because it turns out the Librarians that was on ABC for a while, Christian Kane was in it, and I loved him on Leverage, and like I watched his cooking show that was on Netflix for like a week and a half. Like I absolutely loved it. No, seriously. So I did that, and then I watched the Librarians, and then it turns out they're having like a panel, like you could take a picture, whatever. I couldn't afford the actual autograph signing. When we got there, their panel was over. So I'm like, fine, whatever, I'll just go take a picture. Some lady in line was like, I don't want to go to this autograph signing. Do you want it? I'm like, yes! Thank you! I hopped. Wait. I hopped. With my feet hurt, I had blisters for days. I hated, like, I don't know why I was thinking those shoes. I had blisters for days. I was bouncing up and down, literally going, I'm getting an autograph freaking signing from everybody, including Christian Kane, and me and him will have a conversation, because there's no way I'll pass up this opportunity. One signature, Christian Kane was on there. And turns out he was running late because he got sick. So I just missed him. Like when I got out of the line, not 10 minutes later, he came back to finish the signing. So I was like, can I get back in line?
that's when you start like threatening.
I did make a quick buck because someone else that didn't have the thing was wanting to get his signatures from like the director or something that was there. So I ended up making like $40 just so I can stand in line to get signatures. So, oh wow!
Nice. That's the beautiful.
I was so happy. I was like, this counts for blisters. Like I'll be happy with this.
Hey, it's worth it.
Look, I was in my Harley Quinn, so I had my knee-high boots with the like gothic boots, and then I got my knee highs, and then I had my shorts, and then I had the shirt. I was like, I am hot and cold at the same time. My feet have blisters. This wig is about to be snatched. Like I got in a fight. I am so done for the day. And I did not get my signature. Now, fortunately, I did go online, and it was just up honestly. Like my Christian Kane fix because it wasn't from the boss, but I was so mad.
That actually goes hand in hand with the next question too. The next question actually is, what all have you cosplay as, and if you have, and what is one that you want to but haven't yet? First up, Roxanne.
Okay. Well, I did not cosplay for Philly. That was my second one. So for the first one, the first one was, it was me and my two other friends. We were the only people that cosplayed as the full Powerpuff Girl set.
Oh, you suck!
The city of Townsville.
Her brother, one of my friend's brother, did Prestigium. So we were
yes.
In utter set. I was so happy.
Awesome.
And the second day, I did kind of like a modernized, like non-sexual version of Harley Quinn. So it was a little bit like I had a little skin showing, but it was cold. It was October, so I had like boots and jacket on.
So pretty much a mixture of the original Harley Quinn to a mixture of like how she is viewed today, but like you said, a mixture of it where it's not too revealing.
But the one person I really want to do, I do want to go all out and do either a Harley Quinn Catwoman, Poison Ivy, or Jessica Rabbit.
Ooh, Jessica. You make a nice Jessica.
Yeah, I can see that.
You a nice Jessica. Especially like with Escape as Roger. No, you as Jessica and Escape as Roger.
Yes, I would love to do that.
The personalities fit too.
Please,
The
Eddie.
thing is, that's what we were thinking of doing, just because that will work, especially with our personalities. That would work.
Yes, it would.
But
We'll make it
knowing
work.
Jessica Rabbit's outfits, I cannot find a dress that is modest enough that I will be comfortable walking around New York City and not get robbed.
Just adapt it. Just like change it up. Like, you know.
We could even do it like a steampunk version of it.
The red sparkly dress on.
There you go.
Yeah, do like a steampunk version of it.
Cause y'all ain't seeing nothing.
Is that actually her dress does hit the floor? If you look at it, it hits the floor. It's a long one.
It hit the floor, but it's got a slit all the way up her butt.
But bring the slit down. You act like you can't alter a dress.
Ain't no slit.
I was gonna
And
say,
I ain't being in them 17-inch heels either.
I mean,
Her
you
feet
should
look like she was walking.
no. What you should do is like adapt it, like make it like a bodysuit, or just like change it up to like a purple
I could work with the bodysuit.
or purple top with like some sequins, like skirt or pants or something like that.
Yes, girl.
Me
Yes.
Nope, you want me at a bodysuit. We're good.
She's like, I'm going with bodysuit.
I'm going with a bodysuit. Cause you know
Running
what?
around in a bright red sequins bodysuit.
I don't have to take
Not to
off
mention
to use the bathroom, so we're doing a bodysuit.
There you go.
If you have Roger Rabbit with you, you should like buff him up. Like he should be carrying like a fake like AK-47.
Escape is gonna be Roger Rabbit.
Especially like due to like the time, like the era. You should definitely have like a really big gun.
Oh yeah.
We should do a 1920s version.
Ooh, be like a Bonnie and Clyde of Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Awesome.
it goes hand in hand with the steampunk version I was talking about.
Huh?
There is the steampunk version. That one will be fun too.
Ooh, steampunk. I want to see steampunk Roger.
Oh, yeah.
my gosh. I'm about to go on Google right now. I don't think you guys understand.
I'm all for that.
We got her nerd going.
So,
Really
Kat.
did, and I always wanted to, but I never knew how.
The creative gears returning.
I'm just gonna stay over here because y'all about to get me in trouble.
So, Kat, what say you?
The first thing I went as was Blossom because I had long red hair at the time, and I was like, okay, I had long red hair and I didn't have a costume, so I was like, okay, it was like a week ahead of time. I was like, okay, so like, what am I gonna go as? I was trying to like wreck my brain, and it was like a dark red, so it wasn't like I can go as like just anyone. So I was like trying to think, and I was like, Ivy too revealing. I can't do Black Widow, and I was like, I got it.
You do not have latex.
Yeah, I was like, no, my mom will kill me.
You'll be
So I
squeaking
was like,
everywhere.
got it. So I went as Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls, but just Blossom. My mom actually, we went to Joann's, we bought pattern and the fabric, and we actually my mom handmade the dress for that. Yeah, she made.
You better go buy something.
She made the dress, and I think I bought white stockings. And I had like some like shoes that looked like those. So I pulled my hair back in a ponytail, put a red bow in it. My mom actually bought ribbon and actually tied it like an actual bow. My mom is a gangster. So I went with Sunshine. I went with Sunshine the
Both.
first day, and that's what I dressed as.
Not gangster.
And then the second day, I was like too lazy, so I just threw on my Gert hoodie and called it a day.
All my heart. I really do.
Yeah, I would love to go as Slenderman. Like he's
That would be
Cult
amazing.
classic, like for real. He's a cult classic.
That would be
Like
awesome.
A white morph suit and was like a suit, like a regular suit. Just call it a day. You know?
I want to see that.
Go as that person. Like,
I would. I'd never stand there and just stare at people. I just thought the Slender Man like act like Deadpool. I would just like follow people around, just troll them.
A Slenderman Deadpool.
that's not nice. At least Deadpool's funny. We know nothing's gonna happen with him because he's so stupid.
No, that's what I would do. You might be walking. Like I can just imagine people walking. I'm just like following behind them, just twerking, or just doing like stupid dances behind them. Not.
You need a mask though. Like we can't have other people identify you.
Just in
That's what
case.
suits are. Like this, like the little, like the skin tight suits that like cover everything, like your whole body.
Oh yeah, morph suits are beautiful.
Yeah, they were pretty
They have
awesome.
them, like Party Central.
Yeah, I see them all the time at the Comic Cons,
Yeah,
honestly.
grab one of those and then go to the thrift store and just buy
I
a
did just
blazer
see one.
and call it a day.
I did just see one on Amazon, so I may send it to you later.
Yes.
See, I will wear it, and I will wear it year round. I will just get bored one weekend and it's like whole Pittsburgh Wonderman.
Imagine just wearing that on the bus. Just freak people out.
Wear it on the bus. That's the thing. I would do that. I'm just that stupid. I would do that.
And just every now and then make a random noise and just like start like just moving your body like spasms.
I'll just sit there quietly in the back of the bus and family be like, scare
Not
people.
doing nothing.
That too. Just ride the bus the whole way.
Yeah, riding an elevator and having some type of control over that light, like making it flicker or something, and they can't see it. Man,
No, I'm
y'all
telling
think
you, I would look like Slenderman, but I would act like Deadpool. So I would just sit in the corner of the elevators reading books and just nod
this is
and
why
wave.
Tumblr exists. You are the reason why Tumblr exists.
They should start paying you.
Now and
That
then,
response
just like,
right there is the reason
like
why
you know, when like a couple gets on or something like that, and just stand there in the corner and just scare them. Randomly start screaming and twitching just to scare the mess out of them. I would get beat down so fast.
Either that or someone's gonna be like an MD and try to give you like CPR. You're like,
Like, no way, I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I'm not losing you.
You can't see my face, but I'm fine.
no, you're not.
I want to see what I want to know what Sunshine wants to go as. That's
Yes,
all I wanna know.
good point. So, Sunshine, what costumes have you had the honor of wearing?
Oh no, wearing. Well, the first time is whenever Adventure Time first kind of was like taking stage, and I really love that show. So I saw like the gender bender version of Finn was Fiona, so that's who I went as. And basically gathering like the outfit for that, I went to like Goodwill stores everywhere because I was like, one, I suck at sewing, so
Yep.
which I think total props to people that can do it. But Yep, can't do it at all.
I know how, and I still suck at it. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Many
Yeah, like, I would
bleeding
probably
fingers
sew
later.
My hair in the book bag or something.
That's terrible.
The only thing that I did make in the costume, because I bought like the knee highs, the skirt, the shirt, the book bag, and like the little Mary Jane shoes. The only thing I did make was I bought a sword from Goodwill actually, and I just painted it pink basically because she has.
She's
a
like,
sword.
I'm
So I was like, this is awesome, and it was from like little kids like acrylic paint, like watercolors. I was like,
Do what you got to do. I'm not bad.
DIY skills. Hashtag DIY.
Oh yeah, I saw that firsthand when we all went out to dinner, the group of us. Yeah,
yeah, it's currently in the backseat of my car.
the
And
trophy.
Wait. You drive around with the pink sword?
She's every time I see get in her car, I see that sword and I just smile. It's just a pink sword, like you know those little pouches there in the back of like the front seats.
Yeah.
It sits in there.
Like, wait, why is it dripping red? Oh wait, no, okay. I'm gonna sit in the front actually.
That's not paint. That's not paint.
That's all.
Yeah, it's just cool.
Question you do not want to know the answer to. If I see it start dripping and I don't see the color, I'ma just go like,
What's your name? And then so that first year going to Techo, I noticed I was with Casey or Kat at the time. Ah!
Casey Cat.
Edit it out. And there was a Deadpool that we saw there, and I think it was a girl. She had the physique of a girl. But anyway, she was like the coolest Deadpool I've ever seen. She was like in the little manga nook and was like joking around, and I was just like, oh my gosh,
Remember the picture?
I want to beat her. Like, she could just like goof around, and so I like did some research on Deadpool, and I was like, I'm doing it. So next time I went as Deadpool, the greatest time ever.
because everyone knows Deadpool. Deadpool is in Disney.
Yeah.
Disney owns everything now.
Sunshine.
Pretty much.
Sunshine, remember the picture that we took with Gandalf?
Yes.
Oh.
No,
It was Gandalf. It was Fiona and Blossom taking a picture with Gandalf, reading a manga while being photobombed by Deadpool. It was like,
What kind of craziness?
it was the best picture.
Y'all just
Gandalf could care less. He was just like, trying to
And they're just reading his comics, just like whatever.
yeah, he was just like, I don't even care. Just let me read my manga in peace.
Pretty much.
Y'all actually just reminded me too of a Gandalf I ran into. I walked by him, I think my second year, and I just randomly said, "Can I pass?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then he runs up in front of me again. Is like, "No, you shall not pass!" And like the whole convention center, we kept bumping into each other, and he was like doing that repeatedly. Like, why did I do this?
Oh, that's like me with when I was in, where was I? I think I was in New York. I think it was in New York. And I passed by this one Deadpool, and I told him off. I'm like, first off, why you gotta try and trick me though? Like, I don't even know you. Cause I was trying to quit. And he was like, all right, I got you. So I don't know. I can't even tell you how many times I crawled by him. But every time I saw it, he's like, yo, Harley. I'm like, bye, Deadpool. I can't stay. Like, you would have thought we was an old married couple. We was arguing. At one point, the cameras passed by us, like, we just taking pictures, whatever. And we high five. It was like, think we can make it on camera? I'm like, nah, we don't think so. I don't think so. So we tried literally everything in like a short span of like 2 minutes in front of this camera, trying to get them to notice us, and it did not work. At the end of it, like, we were just laughing over, like, yo, this is the most fun ever. Like, we tried to get him to, like, lift me over my shoulder just to, like, get the camera. I'm like,
Aww.
because he almost dropped. He was.
Remember the sword fight?
Yeah, actually I do. I was thinking about that.
People were like scared because you and me were going in. We were going at it.
I had a girl.
Yeah, not to mention the bruises you gave me.
My uncle showed me. My uncle's dad actually was in the
Don't
military, so he knew
don't
how to use a sword. And then he showed me, so I know how to use a sword, kind of. And yeah, we were going at it. No, we hit each other in the head at the same time.
Oh, headshot! There was no
And then we
headshot.
collapsed. They were just like, wait, does that like? We didn't know like how to, because you're not supposed to hit each other in the head. So we hit each other in the head at the same time, and like the judges were just like, at first it was ooh, because we both fell. Like, oh god.
Ooh.
And then the judges were just like, what? What? Like, I don't. Do they disqualify? Who won? I don't know.
Y'all get a complimentary medal.
Pretty much.
Y'all get the tie.
And a nice bruise on the noggin. So
Yeah.
And then like later that night, I ended up sword fighting with somebody who was dressed up as like that one guy from Sword Art Online.
Yes.
And then Garnet showed up.
Garnet.
Started
Yo,
taking
I
our
still have
picture.
pictures of Garnet.
Yeah. And she like took
on
our
her
pictures.
From Steven Universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that guy that was like hardcore, like Link? Like he was dressed as Link, and he was like doing the sound effects and everything tumbles.
Yo,
He was in character. He was good.
You sure that wasn't the real guy?
I don't even know. Probably.
that sounds like mine because we were in Philly. I didn't go as anybody in Philly, so I got to actually walk around like be comfortable. There was this one guy. I kid you not, had to be at least 8 feet tall because he was Groot though. And the person next to him, was Rocket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like an actual raccoon. Like you would have thought for a split second, going past it like
It was a furry.
Attack of the
Like, that
furries.
commercial, he kept getting stopped by little kids, which was really cute because it was like the smaller version of Groot. It was stupid cute. I'm not even sure about the pictures, but oh my goodness, it was really cute. It was that one, and then somebody else did. Who was it? Somebody else did Winter Soldier. Ooh, when I tell you, they must have spent at least 3 years making this robotic arm.
Wow.
Sucker had
Whoa.
literally every single nook and cranny of his arm.
Wow, like just like that. And I tried to feel like he actually took it off, like he was inside of it, like he took it off. And I was like, first off, that looks heavy. So
that was an amputee.
Because I'm gonna drop it. Yeah. And then turns out he must have been in character or something, because he did drop it on Iron Man's foot, and then that started off with a war. Because and then Iron Man, and he was in literally like the back came up, like you heard the accelerator, like everything lit up, like it was actually Iron Man. So that's where the war was, got like a bunch of pictures, like a bunch of stuff, and then Deadpool came in and was like ruined it. But
it's like, where's my invite?
He did. And it was the Deadpool I knew. He was out of nowhere. Literally, he moonwalked between the two of them. I don't even know chess game with you. You're an idiot. But yeah, that right there was like the coolest. Like if I can pinpoint the coolest moment at all the Comic Cons I went to, it was when Winter Soldier with half an arm dropped on Iron Man's foot that had a standoff, which thus had Iron Man, Deadpool moonwalk between the two of them as they're staring at each other. It was perfect. I was like, I'm good. My life is made.
See, if Marvel owned Fox, or at least the rights to Deadpool, I should say, and just X-Men and Fantastic Four, we could have stuff like this in the actual movies. Yes! Civil War could actually had that trailer.
But there's this thing called a budget, and people being called stingy, and they don't want to do that to us.
Shoot.
You know, Ryan Reynolds and a Harvey were like, let's go.
I'm very sure Disney is eventually going to buy out pretty much all the other movie companies.
It's Disney.
Exactly.
The only people that are going to be left is Marvel and Disney. That is it. And even they have some crossovers. Just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, at this point, it's technically just Disney, because it's like Disney owns Marvel technically, so...
Yeah.
It's from now on, it's like Disney owns Marvel. It's like, no, I meant to say it's Disney presents Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they work separately, but they still are owned by Disney.
They ask Disney for the money, but
Mickey Mouse coming in strong.
This is the only moment where you could see Mickey Mouse as a Jedi fighting Deadpool.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Because of LucasArts too, so pretty awesome. But
no, he retired. He's like, I'm done.
It's like there are too many people here. I'm just gonna stick with my clubhouse over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So next question. I'm pumped.
Oh yeah. So I've seen plenty of mashup cosplayers before. Like the two most random ones I've seen, it was one of Darth Vader in a banana costume, then Darth Maul in an apple costume, actually, or as a strawberry or something like that. One of the many pictures I have in my Comic-Con photo album. So, my question to you all, starting with Roxanne, what have you seen any like mashup cosplayers, like, or just in general? It could be goofy or just mashups in general, like.
Mashup in general? The coolest one would probably be a Green Lantern Batman. That was a cool one. That was a really cool one. But he lit up blue, not green. He lit up blue, not green, because he was in the super suit, because the trailer just dropped, again, that same month or so for Batman vs. Superman. So, there was that.
They're Blue Lanterns anyway, so it makes sense.
The other coolest one where I wasn't all for it, but at the same time, they literally looked like they spent all morning and all night doing it, just to be there at 6 o'clock and still doing makeup,
Oof.
was a zombified Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Ooh. It was a little gory, so I didn't take a picture, but I had to admit, the details was on point. Like, you literally see, like, marks of where the dragons could have bit her. But at the same time, like, she had, like, burn marks, like, she had marks, like, she looked kind of like zombified, but she was still alive, because, you know.
Zombie dragons, whoa.
Exactly. Do you know how cool that would be?
Actually, real quick, there was a drawing this person drew. I'm trying to remember their name on YouTube. I believe they're called Mary Doodles. She's been made. I think she got a lot of. I think she became more popular because of the epic rap battle illustrations, epic rap battle history illustrations she did. But I've been following her channel for a while. My whole majority of my subscriptions are art channel stuff. But I remember one she did was walking. It was like the medieval version of Walking Dead. So it had the first poster they started showing of The Walking Dead. So it was the main character Rick Grimes on a horse, but instead of like a gun or a rifle or whatever, he had a sword, and he was walking down this road. You see a castle in the background, and then you see these zombie-fied dragons flying in the sky.
Oh.
Yeah, it was dope.
You know how fast I would watch The Walking Dead if that happened?
Oh man, the budget would be even more through the roof.
I would watch that in a heartbeat, but like, turn on.
It's ridiculous the budget they use alone just on what they do already. If they did that, I mean, they would get it back for sure in revenue alone. But
sure.
So yeah, Kat, what say you?
It was really good. And then she had.
Oops.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think I've seen any mashups in particular, but I have seen a gender bender of Doctor Who. I think it was
I've seen those.
10. I think it was 10. Because there was a trench coat.
It was 10.
Yeah, I'm just like, but it was like a brown trench coat, so I was just like,
Well, depends on the outfit.
9 or 10.
It could have been Castell, or it could have been.
No, I straight out asked her. I thought she was dressed as Rose for a second, but she was like, no, I'm just a gender bend. I was like, okay.
Actually, if you don't mind, it's just the doctor.
Yeah, but because the coat told me. No, it was a bunch of them. It was like a bunch of Doctor Who's, and I thought she was a companion, but nope, she was a gender bend.
Alright. Make it work. Alright, man, how do you?
Roxanne, you were saying something earlier?
Oh, and I was gonna say that accompanied with her was Khal Drogo in the zombie version. Well,
So, Sunshine.
they put a lot of work into that one. Like, he still had the scar, like, when he died with that got infected, but they kind of, like, made that one ooze. That, like, if he meant to drag it, oh my goodness, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, to make it look legit like that, it kind of makes sense to go. If you're going to go that route, you might as well go all the way. And I see people do the makeup on themselves, and it just comes out so crazy. It's unreal. You know, you'll see the time-lapse videos, how they do it, and you just see the slow transformation. Oh, it's beautiful. True works of art.
It is.
So,
That's why I wanted to go to school for special effects makeup, but I ain't paying $24,000 for that.
shoot, if I wasn't doing the other art stuff, I would go there myself.
Awesome.
Sunshine, the spotlight is on you.
Before Star Wars came out, the 7th one, so
Oh,
like,
almost.
they were looking for special effects makeup artists. So I'm like, yo, I'm going. I'm going to school, getting my special effects, and I'm going to do Star Wars. It didn't work out. I saw the price from like Star Wars after a week.
It's always funny seeing advertisements like that. I saw a couple where one they were a couple. I think it was like this. Actually, no, it was earlier this week. They said, "Hey, so we are looking for cast people for the Black Panther movie," and I thought, sweet. I'm not going to be anywhere near there, but sweet. If I could, I would, but nice. I've been extras on 2 movies so far. I haven't seen myself yet, but I mean, it's kind of hard to find yourself in a movie where you're just an extra, especially depending on what the movie's about and what scenes are happening. But anyway, yes, Sunshine, the spotlight is on you.
People are gonna ask, what movies were you in?
Yeah, you can't leave that unanswered now.
You can't just say, oh, I was in 2 movies and I didn't find myself. Nah, homie. You doubt the power of the tongue. Your lack of faith is disturbing. If we can get fingerprints and birth certificates,
If we can get blood types,
Ugh.
look,
if we can get surveillance videos from the airport.
Yeah. Sunshine, the question after I say this, it's on your turn. So, the one movie I hopefully am in, depending on if they cut the scenes or not, I'm in this cafeteria scene of the movie called... Yeah, I'm getting there. What's it called? Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. So...
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, there's the cafeteria scene.
Oh, shut up!
There's a cafeteria scene
I was
where...
not even interested in that, but now.
That movie is so good. That made me cry and laugh.
At the same time.
And you'll at the same time.
You'll probably...
Ugly laugh, ugly cry.
Best kind.
Pretty sure that was happening.
You'll probably only see my my back though, because the cafeteria scene, you know, you see the camera going up as everyone's like cheering and going crazy, just doing random stuff. The one scene, we had a ball doing this scene because you had your typical stereotypes, and the one guy, he was your stereotypical preacher. So he had the big cross on. I think he had the shirt too, and he had the Bible. So he had his one leg up on him, like, yeah, you know, the commercial, like he had a bit of captain in him, and he was just preaching to the skies. And I was one of the people just like, yes, just cheering on whatever he was saying. And then we just all run out into the hallway to go into the cafeteria line. So I don't even remember what I was wearing. That was like 2 years ago. But I may or may not be in the movie. Maybe. It'd be cool. But that was a fun scene. We did that scene like all day. That scene was like 8 hours worth of just doing... Oh, actually, matter of fact, no, I did another scene. I forgot about it. This other scene, you see, they focus on the main character as he's eating lunch, and I'm like right in front of the camera, but you see like half of the back of my head really as I'm eating, and something like that. So yeah, I'm possibly in the movie twice, if not once. The other movie.
What's the second one?
The other movie. Actually. Oh wait, no. Oh, my bad. I did not make it into this movie, but I auditioned. I didn't get the chance to actually be in the movie. But I did audition for Will Smith's movie Concussion. But I didn't get called in to do it, though.
That would have been so sweet.
Yeah, there was a huge amount of cast or extras, so I was one of the people who got left out, unfortunately, but I did try. So those were 2 movies. I tried to do 2 others. I tried to do I Am Number 4, and I tried to do Batman, but those were other ones I didn't make it to as well. But yeah, it's fun. The pay is good. You get free food. It's just really repetitive, but what do you expect with movies?
Free food. I was like, word? I ain't got paid for nothing?
Oh, I think the scene he was in was the cafeteria scene. I hope we got to eat there.
Oh, that was fake food.
It was good. That's what I'm worried about.
Nah, a lot of things that I noticed with not a lot of scenes in movies, but there are times where you'll see actors like kind of fake eating or barely picking out their food, mainly because what they do is you probably know this, they have to do scenes so many times over and over again. They can't really touch the food, so oftentimes the food is cold or just not really worth actually eating. So that's why you don't.
Something funny.
Yeah.
Years ago, me and my family were in like this photo shoot for this eating healthy thing, and we were like supposed to be, eating like eat salad. But me and my family, being the healthy things that we are, we're just like, awesome, we get to eat salad. It was really good salad. We were like eating it. We were actually just like getting down and grubbing and eating and whatnot, and they were looking at us weird.
Scrumptious.
Like, one person was like, "You're not actually supposed to eat it." And me and my mom felt so bad because we pretty much ate the whole thing. And it was like, there were other families. Y'all were supposed to like, do the photo.
Dang, we gotta run to this chopper.
Yeah, like there were other families doing that. They're supposed to do the photo shoot too, like after us, and like pretend to eat. We were like, oh crap! So like the little bit of salad we had left, we were just like fake eating and smiling and whatnot, like.
And then
I really want to eat this salad. It's really good.
And then you were promptly fired.
Y'all agree?
I was like, oh my god. I don't oh, good, we get to eat finally. And I'm just like getting down. Like I'm like grubbing hardcore on the salad. Like I was going ham on the salad, dude.
I don't think I've ever been that happy to eat a salad.
Dude, I like salad. Salad is really good.
Salad is better. Give me some protein.
Yeah. Was there some chicken in that salad? Like,
No, it was I remember it had bacon. It was like, I think it was like the generic brand, like tossed salad that has like cabbage and carrots in it. I like that one. It's good.
You had water and salad dressing, maybe.
I liked it.
Scrumptious.
It was good. I thought it was good.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, I was. But even nowadays, I still like that kind of salad. It's just good salad.
Sorry, baby girl. I think I'll pass.
Whatever.
So, Sunshine, have you seen any type of mashup cosplayers before in your adventures? In the I actually was about to make that joke too. I was about to say, speaking of which, in case you forgot the question, guess it's been a while.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Welcome to the podcast. This is not something new.
I'm sure there were many mashups, but the one that's like really coming to mind is he was like Jesus/Jedi.
Oh, so he was Obi-Wan Kenobi, basically.
I'm not sure.
All of you. He was like full-fledged Jesus. Like he had the holes in his hands and everything.
I wasn't sure if he was using the Force or the Holy Spirit.
Like, yeah.
He's doing a little bit of both.
Pretty much. I'm done with all of y'all.
You know what would have been horrible? This would have been horrible if his lightsaber was shaped like a cross. Like the beam itself comes out as a cross.
Yes! Oh my god, that would have been awesome.
It would have been horrible, but awesome, funny at the same time. Like I just.
I want to die for enjoying this.
You guys are gonna set up a lightning. That's what's gonna happen.
I was about to make that joke too, like instantly struck.
I saw a picture of him.
Yeah, it was just like we saw him and we're like, we have to take a picture of you.
It was like on our last day.
Yeah.
He died for our sins with Order 66. Okay, I'm done.
I'm gonna punch you.
Do not punch.
I'm gonna punch you.
It was awesome though. I'm not gonna lie.
Most definitely.
So-
He had like the long hair and like a long white robe with like a red sash. It was perfect. And like sandals.
He had like the whole get up, and then he just had a lightsaber
And
sword.
then he had like the Jedi belt. Just like
Aww.
I was like, Star Wars Jesus.
So the age-old question has finally been revealed: whether or not Jesus is a Trekkie or a Star Wars fan.
There you go.
There you are, folks.
That's your answer.
Infinitely proving that Star Wars is in fact better. Nah, I like both, but I like Star Wars more. Yeah, I did too. So the final question I have. Oh wait, did I? I answered my. Okay, I didn't answer it too. So as I said before, there have been plenty of many stars of wide varieties that have attended these many Comic-Cons, regardless of what type or what area you are bound to run into a very just a cool star that you've most likely seen on a TV show, movie, or just voicing in a video game or cartoon, or just a great artist or writer, someone who's just created a character or done something that you are a fan of. So starting off, because I have
Wait, repeat the question?
oh yeah, I was actually gonna repeat it too as I asked. Oh, what was that?
Which star have you met and or been in the same room at?
Yeah, pretty much. Whether it's like it could be an actor or a writer, artist, whatever, just someone famous who you've met at the Comic-Con who maybe you just like passed by. Maybe they were too busy to talk or whatever. Just
Well, let's see. I met the entire Firefly cast.
Woo! I still have to watch that.
That
Well, we were supposed to watch it together, but we kind of forgot.
There was that one, and then I met the entire librarian cast. And then I went to the panels of Agent Carter, so I met Peggy and the guy that plays Howard Stark.
Woo!
And then it started out the next panel. No, the panel before that, I was in the same room as Tom Hiddleston and Chris Hemsworth.
Very nice.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
I remember seeing that on your Snapchat story.
Extremely loud because Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston were my tickets. Like I had to at least provide pictures and 3 2-minute long videos on a 10% battery at this graduation party.
First world problems.
No, that was the requirement because she didn't know I was making it, and she was like, you're definitely Tom Hiddleston. You're definitely my man. You know what? You can't come to this party. I'm like, fine, when you want, so I can make it. There's no even guarantee I can make it because I'm not sure when we're gonna be done. She's like, you need to provide this. I'm like, of course you want that. Of course you want that. Fortunately, I did get it to her, and I was surprised because she didn't know I was coming. We were like 2 hours late. The party was halfway over, and I was like, so did you get my text? And she turned around and said, oh my God. She was like, wait, what text? And I got the text, and then that was her graduation present. Aww. And she was saying something because it turned her name was the same name as one of the questions. Like one of the characters that were asked, like not characters, but one of the people that asked the question, her name was the same name as hers. So it seemed like he was talking to her. So that was her 2-minute long video. And then he talked about Shakespeare, which is her favorite thing ever. So yeah, that was my ticket. And that was her graduation gift. She still had it to this day.
Does thou know you are wearing thy mother's drapes?
Yes.
Someone actually did ask that. He answered it as Thor.
Perfect.
It was great. It was. Oh man, if my phone wasn't dead, I would have been. Oh my goodness, I would have showed you guys the video. It was hilarious. We all fell out. I was like, we just answered that. No, which by the way, the answer is yes.
That's when you know they enjoy their jobs thoroughly. You can see it in the interviews and just all this stuff in general. They really love what they're doing, and that is what makes it all better.
I love when you really get to see the passion that they have, not just for their career, not just for the movie, but for the character and like their portrayal of it. When you see the fun that they're having being that person and whatnot, not just on screen or behind the scenes when they do meet and greets and stuff like that, and you really get to see them like get into character and like the smiles on their faces or how much into character they get into it. And it just makes the character seem so much more real. Like when you watch in the movies or when you see the actors, it makes them seem like they are that person.
Exactly.
Oh, and I met Coulson.
Yes. How was he?
What? I forgot. What?
Oh, good.
He was so quick in passing. I'm like, Coulson. He was like.
And then he's like, Hail Hydra.
No. I actually almost broke my neck because it literally was in passing. I'm like, Coulson, and he turned around and ended up being the guy that played Coulson. He was like, what was it? Oh my goodness, what did he say? He's like, Shield Agent. He saluted to me. He kept walking. I'm like, this.
My man.
I actually almost fell down the escalator. He almost broke her. She was almost broken.
As you're tumbling down the escalator, you're like, worth it.
We were gonna go see, because I went to the bathroom and coming back, I got lost. So my friend had to come get me, and going back up the escalator, I saw a bunch of people, because it was a bunch of people going from the Agent Carter. It was Agent Carter and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., back to back. So there was a lot of Captain America and Agent Carters.
Yeah.
So I made sure my head was all the way down when I yelled. I was like, Hail Hydra! First off, I forgot my best friend that I went with was a huge Agent Carter fan. She almost tossed me off the escalator. Oh my God! But then when I saw Coulson pass by, I don't know where he went. I saw him pass by. She almost laughed at me and continued to push me down the escalator, but I almost fell off. It was bad. It was bad. That was a really big escalator too. Yeah, you should have seen the neck that broke trying to find whoever said that. Like, what? What? No! No! What? Wait. You should. Okay, so the majority of the pairs were for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was Captain America and Agent Carter, typically. So you can literally see the causes of alarm on their faces, like they're all like if they're cuddling or whatever, like because they're dating or married, whatever. They turn their neck so fast, they're like, "Who said that?"
Wait, the character quick. They got in the character quick.
I got to hell, and everyone was like, "Where? Hell who?
Hell what? Hell shield. You gonna be hell and shield?
Then Cap throws his shield at your head.
I will call Nick. I will call him.
You just see all these shields spontaneously fly in your direction.
Yes.
I have no idea what. I know why.
But it's still a
I about falling off the escalator because I saw.
I'm surprised you didn't hear. I'm surprised you didn't hear some black man yell, "Mama!"
No. Not quite.
Ain't no mother lover shit, cause mother lover Hydra up in this mother lover shield.
Right?
Let's open a freaking window.
Oh, and then someone asked me questions. I forgot about the mashup. There was Donald Trump, Darth Vader.
Wow. You're fired.
See this.
Literally.
No,
And-
I want it ready.
You have to take a picture.
Wait. It gets better. The guy who did it was Latino.
Oh.
Because we got a Latino Donald Trump.
So we took. Look, I hooped and hollered the entire time. I can't even tell you what he asked. I really cannot tell you. I was on the floor. I'm like, Cena, that right there is called irony.
So, how did it work? Was he like? Did he have like the toupee with the Darth Vader suit,
And
or
the Darth
did he?
Vader mask on.
Oh wow.
And like a little plastic wall around him.
Yes.
He had no wall. That was before the wall came up.
Oh my goodness.
That's good.
I'm sure he has it now if he still has that costume.
He literally, all he had was like a business suit on and the Trump hair, but he had a lightsaber and a Darth Vader mask.
Fluffy toupee. Fluffy blonde toupee.
Sweet baby Moses.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's who I was.
So, Kat, what about you? What say you?
Celebrities? I personally haven't, outside of C-3PO, haven't really met any celebrities. Yeah, I know. But when my mom met Billy D. Williams, her face turned like the color of the Kool-Aid Man, and she was like shaking, couldn't talk, and was crying and whatnot.
Billy D.
Was he?
No, but the thing is, she denies it. Me and Dad make fun of her like all the time because she was like, "I was not freaking out like that." Like,
Did you get
no,
to
she
talk
was
to
shaking
him,
his
or?
hair, couldn't even talk, and she was like, she would not let go. The man had to say, "Can I get my hand back, or you just gonna keep holding it all day?" And Dad was sitting there just like, "Wait, I've been married to this woman for like umpteen years. I ain't never get a reaction like that."
But wait, you can't be mad because you would have done the same thing if you met Dalton. So yeah.
He wasn't mad. He was just laughing. It was funny. I didn't.
Oh, poo-poo see.
I saw her come back. And her face was red, and she had tears. I was like, "What the heck is wrong with you?"
She was like, oh yeah.
Leave her alone.
Oh
She was just
man.
like, she wanted to meet him so bad, and then she finally got a chance to go over there and talk to him, and she was just so starstruck. It was the funniest thing.
Making fun of your mama.
I'm
It
glad
was
you got.
hilarious. I'm sorry.
Stop making fun of your mama.
I'm glad y'all
No,
got
but
that.
the thing is, like, let me meet Zachary Quinto, and I swear to God, I will do this
I'm
thing.
done.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
I got the logical eyebrow down pat. Mess with me if you want to.
No, man, I want him to cut my head open. I'm just like straight Siler, man. Forget. I'm sorry, Star Trek, that's cool and all, but I want him to cut my head open.
You should do a mashup of that. Have your head cut open with the Star Trek outfit on.
Like, Vulcan pinch and then cut my head open, bro. Do it!
And sign your brain. Sign my brain.
You know what? Sign my brain.
I'm not
I'll
mad.
feel it anyway.
If I met Jeremy Renner, or if I met Chris Pratt.
No, dude. I want to be Jennifer Lawrence. Like, for real, I want to be Jennifer Lawrence.
Homie,
Yes!
she's gorgeous.
She's so down to earth. She'll be like, "Hey, want some pizza?" And I'll be like, "Heck yeah, I want some pizza. I want to eat pizza." But I'm like, "Ass."
Girl, I'm following you. Where you going?
I legit just want to like watch Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. My life will be complete. I'm just like, I ate pizza with J-Lo. They're like the real J-Lo.
You did what?
No, I said at that point, like Jennifer Lawrence J-Lo.
Oh, I thought you said you ate pizza with Jennifer Lopez.
No, wrong. Not Lopez, the other one.
Jenny from the block?
Look. Not that Jenny, the other Jenny.
Look, I had to clarify, because if you had pizza with the Jenny from the block, your head was...
No, not Jenny from the block.
Your wish. My best friend is not going to tell me she had pizza with Jenny from the block.
No.
Well, now I know, so your head is safe from me.
Alright, I'm good. I'm glad. I'm happy my head is safe.
Your head is safe.
For now.
That's a good thing. Let's keep it that way. I like having a safe head.
For now.
For now. She's like, I got my eye on you, cat. Like, for real, I'm got my eye on you. Remember that. Remember it.
You guys are gonna hate me.
What? You just what? Oh god. Save it for after the podcast.
Hit it now. Hit now.
She is too giddy right now. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Take a deep breath.
That's what's wrong.
Oh my goodness, that was perfect. Okay, we're good. I'm done. I want to know the joke now. I'm so curious.
I'm sorry.
No, I can't tell you, Sunshine. I don't want to taint you.
I think it's a bit too late for that.
Oh my gosh. I've been tainted since like the 4th grade. Come on. No, but not by me though.
Yeah, no, that's like hardcore tainting. That's not even tainting. That's just slapped in the face with just no.
Oh. Unfortunately, I tainted that one, so.
Yep.
She's not belonging anymore.
I'm really not.
Alright, after podcast.
Yes.
Because if I have a seizure or something from shock, you'd probably...
You probably will.
Yeah.
So, Sunshine, what say you?
I don't know, Mac. I really have not met any celebrities besides Jesus. Like, I don't know anybody that could top that.
She's saying Jesus.
That is true. That is very true.
And apparently he's a Jedi. Yes, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. But, you know, something I do remember from the one Techo was, like, they had, like, this Lolita fashion show with, like, amazing dresses. And I did get to meet the designer of those dresses. And she was just, like, she had the coolest personality. Like, I don't know why I picture somebody that was, like, really bubbly, but she was more than bubbly. She was, like, comical and just, like,
She
really
was a
down to
fun
earth.
bubbly. Yeah, and I love your styles. And she's just, like, I don't know. She just seems so creative. She was really fun to meet, though, for sure. But,
In the future, I'd love to meet, like, Naruto cast. I think that would be so cool. Like,
I'm such a Naruto freak. It's insane. But I admire them so much. Especially to be going on, like, 10-something years. 10 million years.
Let me
like,
the cast of Sherlock on BBC.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. I get to actually have a conversation with the sassiest man alive, Martin Freeman. What? We can have a sass off for real? What?
A sass off.
What? At that point, I'm like, you have to be with this. Like, you have to be this point right now. Because if I meet you, it's on and popping. If I meet you, you're coming to my hall. And
instant baptized.
it's baptism. Bam.
Just bring a cup of water. Let me splash this on you.
Right.
Since we're on the subject anyway, I'll say the ones who I wanted to meet first, and then I'll talk about the ones who who I did actually at least meet, or, huh?
You got Stan Lee.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I didn't meet him. I was like 10 feet away from him, but yeah. My friend...
Oh, hell, that's Stan Lee.
Breathe his air.
True, and it was pretty fresh too, surprisingly. Because of his age, but it's still pretty fresh. Speaking of which, one of my friends, one of my close artist buddies, Nate Johnson, he actually got to formally meet Stan Lee in Drama Picture, where it was Stan Lee. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was Stan Lee in a Spider-Man costume. Go figure. And doing something. He said Excelsior, and he took a picture of him with his arm around him, and they were both smiling. I thought, dude, I'm so jealous of you right now. That is awesome, though. And they actually got to talk, and I forget what there was, but it was really inspiring, the conversation, just how Nate has grown over the years and how Stan Lee has inspired him amongst so many other people. If you're pretty much a nerd, Stan Lee's inspired you in some way. But yeah, so the ones who I've wanted to meet is Dwayne Johnson, top of the list, Will Smith, Michelle Rodriguez, Ben Stiller, and Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. And actually, he's been on a lot more of the Power Ranger stuff than a lot of the other cast has, and he's just been a fan favorite by so many other people. If I remember right, he was supposed to be in the Power Rangers movie, the one that's coming out in next year, 2017. But I forget what happened, because I think there was a controversy. I think the Power Rangers movie was supposed to be rated R, but I don't think it's supposed to be anymore. I don't know, but something happened and he turned it down. I could be wrong. Maybe it was just a rumor. I heard him he did a video on it, talking about it. And, he did want to be a part of a version of the Power Rangers movie, but he turned it down. So maybe he'll be in this one if it's not rated R. I don't know. Maybe a cameo. That'd be cool. Because real quick, in the trailer of the Power Rangers movie, one of the bad guys said, "I've killed Power Rangers before." So the ones we encounter in this movie aren't the first generation. So this is going to be really tight. I'm not really fully versed in the Power Rangers lore, but I know enough to really appreciate it and know how awesome it is, yet it's still goofy and tongue-in-cheek. But anyway, so those are the ones I want to meet. I've met the original Red Ranger. Unfortunately, I forget his name. I met him the second year at Comic-Con. I met, I'm so bad, I'm forgetting everyone's names. The woman in Austin Powers who was yelling all the time. She was yelling all the orders, and she was like the love interest of Dr. Evil. I met her. She was funny, and for some reason, I expected her to be yelling. I expected that to be her actual voice, just her yelling, because that's how her character was in the movie. I met one of the kids from the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I believe it was the cowboy kid. He was cool. I don't think he did anything else after that. But I met, as you know, I met Billy D, but he wasn't feeling it that day. But I did say something to him. I don't think he might have nodded. I don't know. He walked so fast by me. I was like, it's an honor. And I was like, he was looking down. He had the sunglasses on, looking cool. I just figured I'm gonna say this because it's probably been a long day for you. Who else did I meet? I met plenty of artists who work with DC and Marvel. Unfortunately, it was such a flyby because of the lines. I didn't really get to talk to them, but I did sort of meet them. It was cool. I forget their names. Yeah, I think you see the pattern here. And I met another one. I saw Vern Troyer, and this freaked me out because he was in one of these big wheelchairs, that had him extended up, and it freaked me out because the way he was sitting, I was thinking, what the heck happened to his legs? But it was because of how he was sitting. Because I haven't seen him in a movie, and I was thinking it, and I looked at him as he was going by because he looked sick. But fortunately.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was crazy. Because, fortunately, this was before the videos I saw of him on Facebook, where he was doing the ice bucket challenge. But instead of the ice bucket challenge, he did milk, because, California has that water shortage somehow. And he's cool. He's doing well. He was doing good at that time. That was like a year ago. But I think that was another day when he wasn't feeling it either. But yeah, that freaked me out because I'm like, what happened to his legs? But it was, he was just sitting weird, so it just looked like he didn't have legs. I did not get to see Adam West. Adam West was there 1 year, but I think he was there the day I didn't get to go. But I did see the original Batmobile, Adam West Batmobile, the DeLorean, and I believe that was it as far as who I've seen. Oh, here's the finale, actually, from what I did. I saw the Soup Nazi from Seinfeld. He was actually walking all about around the convention center. Are you guys familiar with the Soup Nazi from Seinfeld?
No.
Okay. I'll fill you in. I'll fill you in real quick for Roxanne. This guy is one of the staple characters in the Seinfeld series. He owned a soup shop but he's called the Soup Nazi because he was really strict. You do something he doesn't like, he says no soup for you, and you're pretty much banned from the store. So basically, you can do anything, whatever. If he doesn't like it, he'll literally say no soup for you, and you're done. No soup. Like literally, you could be like right about to get your soup. It could be in your hands, and he'll just take it from you. I think that happens to one of the main characters. So this is basically what this dude is known for. He's done other things, but that's all I know him personally for. So he walked by our table a couple times. Granted, it was about, I want to say, 3 other tables down, and I saw him every time, and I knew he was going to be there because I saw him on the poster. So I was looking out for this dude because I wasn't going to meet him and say this because I'm sure he's heard this a bazillion times like so many other people with their catchphrases. So I'm like, I'm going to say it from a distance just to mess with him. So throughout the whole day, he's walking around, and I'm just yelling out.
You can't have nice things.
He's walking around and just minding his own business. He looked kind of mad too. Well, not really mad, but he just looked like, I don't know, maybe it's just been his normal face. I've been accused of that too, even though it's just a normal face. So he's walking by, and every time I'm just like, no soup for you, and I just act normal after that, and I'm just like, so Nate, he was with me that first year. He's like, dude, he's gonna come over here and knock you out. It's like, hey, it's worth it. So I'm just saying, I said at least 5 times that day, just randomly, no soup for you. I just waited every time for him to pass by, and that was one of the funniest things I encountered.
I'm surprised you ain't dead.
Yeah, it was.
Right, for real.
Man.
His little needle. He just smack all your hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just grabs a big bowl of soup and just splashes it in my face. There's your soup.
Yep. Soup for me.
No soup for you. Soup for you.
Sound like Chinese or something.
Yeah.
Oriental. No soup for you.
As a last thought on my part that I can think of, because there was something I forgot to mention earlier with the costumes, there were a crazy amount of ones I saw. Like, there was this one guy who was just covered in moss. He looked like the thing from the Addams Family, the family member that's nothing but hair, but it was all moss.
Oh,
Yeah, it was that, but it was all moss. And then, or was the thing the hand?
Never seen it. I think it was like cousin. I think like thing was the hand. Wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, cousin it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was so weird. How you got a disembodied hand and it's actually a sentient thing? That's crazy. But
Centennial. That's the word.
There we go.
Last night. It was centennial.
Ha. What else? There was that guy like you were talking about earlier with one of those. What's it called? We were talking about it earlier where they're like in this one, like it's something they put on. He was like in a full body stocking costume. Like it was just black. It was nothing else but black. And it was just, you could tell a person was in this suit, but it was, what's it called?
Centennial?
Like a bodysuit.
Yeah, it was like a bodysuit, like he was just like in a stocking, just like a black, like I don't know how he could see. Like you couldn't see any holes or nothing. He could just see, and he was just walking around in this thing with some shorts on.
There are ways.
There are.
And I think that was it. Other than that, there were a few other things. I think there was a Spider-Woman, and there was a Spider-Woman. There was a team up with someone else. She was teamed up with someone else. I can't remember who it was, but wait, was it Spider-Woman and Darth Vader? because I think there were 2 Darth Vaders that year. There were the Ghostbusters who actually had they had the ghost car with them, whatever it's called, and then they had the packs on them that actually made the sounds and everything. It was great. I think that was it that I can think of. But I definitely want to see all the other Comic-Cons, because there's always something new and exciting to see. And eventually I want to have another table set up so I can have my own stuff on display finally again, because it's been too long. So I think that's all I got.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. Almost done with one book, 100 pages. So close to being done. So, yeah.
I still need to finish mine.
You gotta finish that one. This is a plug, by the way.
I know. You're gonna kill me if I don't.
You need to. That's like my favorite one you've written. And because it's like...
I need to finish all of them. All my long ones.
That one in particular, because that one's like... That's like my favorite one, because it has the sci-fi mixture, and it kind of...
Which one is that one? Is it a really sad one?
It's like a... Yeah, that one.
Sad one? I hate to say, but which really sad one?
Okay, is it
Really sad one.
okay? The only one I remember reading of yours is My Irish Princess.
Oh my god, I lost that one. I don't know where it is.
Flash drives, emails. You gotta...
If you still have the link, I can pull it up.
You gotta back up these bad boys at least in 5 different locations. I've learned this the hard way. My laptop has crashed on me. Well, my computers throughout the years have crashed a total of 3 or to 4 different times.
It's not even so much that, but I'm really bad at like starting the story and then not finishing it.
You really is. You got the rest of us in our feelings.
See, I'm like that with my drawings, but I'm not like that with my stories.
I'm better at short stories than long stories because I get really lazy and I'm like, I don't feel like finishing this. But then people are just like, my feels! You must finish for the feels!
Legit, I bugged you.
Then you start getting death threats. Or threats, bleh.
Going, where is my story? Because you got me caught up in my feelings.
Right, because you were in the story as well.
Woo woo!
Caught up in my feelings. You had me practically pregnant and caught up in my feelings. With
True.
twins.
Giggity.
Our hormones were raging.
Wait, were the twins?
They were twins.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, they were twins. And then we were going to name them, what was it? It was Edward and somebody else.
BB and Cece.
Yeah, I actually know someone named Cece, so.
Proud family reference.
No, we are not naming our baby Cece, and we are not naming them Bebe.
So you guys.
Well, it's gonna be thing 1 and thing 2.
That's great.
We'll name them thing 1 and thing 2. That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
They
So.
get teased in school.
Worth
They're
it.
being homeschooled.
We'll get together and beat up their parents, so it'll be fun.
I'm down.
We'll even it out. Are there any final thoughts before we close things out?
I got nothing.
I don't know. Follow us on social media. Rate up this podcast however you do that on whatever platform this is on.
Leave comments.
Yeah, leave
feedback,
comments.
guys. Positive feedback, negative feedback, all that jazz.
Whoa.
Leave comments. Follow us on our
I don't
social
take
media.
negative feedback very well.
All that jazz, you know?
If you
Support.
wanna,
Good.
yeah, if there's any questions you want to ask us, or you want to answer your own, or if you want to be featured on the podcast, if you want to answer the questions that have been asked today, or you have questions that we may have missed, because there was tons that we could have talked about still, but
And we
you know, there's
probably
only
covered a
so
couple
much
questions,
time.
Seeing how we get off tangent a lot.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Any comments, questions, or concerns?
Concerns, comments.
Oh yeah, for sure. And let us know what are question of the day. If you know, just randomly, because I'm gonna start doing the random questions of the day, just because.
Ooh.
What are the top? Oh, we'll do top 2. What are the top 2 Comic-Cons that you think are the best ones to go to for beginners?
Maybe
And
that sell swords. Just saying.
yeah, and for what?
Just being honest.
And actually, depending on what they're looking for too, because the one I go to, you can find everything. You can find, like, I was this close to getting a Keyblade. I was so close to getting it.
My sister has a freaking Keyblade.
Which one? Kingdom Key?
I don't know. She just has a Keyblade.
There's like.
She doesn't tell me which one. I think they're like the first one.
Okay, because there's like 50 of them.
Beginners, depending on what they're doing, I would start them out with the Pittsburgh one, which is pretty small. But
Yeah.
If they can take like a lot more of the crowd, then I would say go to New York, because that's the closest to San Diego you're gonna get.
Yeah, because depending on.
Without having to cross half a country.
Go with friends. Always go with friends.
Go with friends. Be safe. I don't know. Bring your pepper spray. You never know.
No, spend the week wherever you're going.
Oh yeah.
Because you're gonna have so much crap, and take a train. I'm telling you, trains will save lives.
Bring at least one duffel bag.
The bus van, the big
Greyhound.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Bring
Where-
They only allow up to 50 pounds.
Wear comfortable shoes.
Take the train.
Oh yes, wear comfortable shoes.
Yes.
Comfortable shoes
Oh,
and breathable wigs.
If you're even wearing a wig.
And lots of cash. Always bring cash. We do not take cards.
Because trust me, the worst thing you want is to go there and see things you want to get. Because a lot of times, actually, matter of fact, you're going to see things there that aren't going to be available anywhere else because you're getting exclusive deals. Or cheaper deals for that matter.
Charge your phone, bring a battery pack for your phone, comfortable shoes, breathable wigs, water bottle, a backpack. Bring a backpack.
Yeah, definitely a backpack.
Yeah, it's more mobile.
Because too, with that as well, you have the last date of. Actually, honestly, you can on any day you can haggle and see what you can. If you want to lower the price and see what you can make out with deals.
If you're going to haggle prices and it's something you really want, go on the last day. Like if you see it and you see it there for multiple days, ask whoever they have to hold it for you, and you could pay for it the next day. But then haggle the price the next day, especially if there was no way that he was selling it within those past few days. You have a better chance of haggling to a price that you want.
And not just the last day, but like within the last few hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
That way, because they really want to sell that stuff,
and they don't want to carry it back.
At that point, they just want it gone. Yeah, at that point, they just want it gone.
And if you're hosting a table or a booth in general, whatever, do make it fun for the people who come by your table. What I did for my first year, I had different things where I was doing giveaways and I was doing combo
Someone gave
deals.
away cupcakes at one of their tables.
Ha, see?
I like cupcakes.
You do things like
They were
that.
mini little cupcakes, and they had the color because they were doing like little like one-liners, so like making your day like positive one-liners, and they gave away like little mini cupcakes. I'm like, I like this table, so every day I went back to the art table for my mini cupcakes.
See? I did one where I had people ask I asked a question for the one, and they got a free poster. Because I had different size of ones. The one was, what do you think, what are the top 2 or 3 inspirations behind this art style, you think? And they got 2 out of 3 right, so I was like, there you go, free poster. Then there was one where I did a collaboration soundtrack album with Nate Johnson and another friend, and I was pretty much giving those away because you could get the CDs for dirt cheap, and I was like, whatever, exposure. Take it. Listen to it. So doing stuff like that, making it very nice and enjoyable for the customers brings them back. You make it not just about the money. The money is nice, but make sure you give the customers potential fans.
You digging for gold, guys.
Yeah, give the potential fans.
Make it seem like you actually care about the fan, the customer.
Booyah. Because that is when you
You're
become
selling,
successful.
like, your merchandise, whether you made it yourself, like, show off your creativity. Get inspired by other people.
Booyah.
Maybe make it interactive, like something that you created, but something that they could like personalize, like I don't know, like a bracelet that's like Doctor Who bracelets, and you have different charms that they could put on the bracelets, and then after they make it, you like $5 for a bracelet or something like that.
I remember this one table.
I'm like 15, but
I remember this one table, she like designed her own characters and storyline, and she had a website, and basically she told everybody that came to our table that first day to like go on the website, check out our website, take one of her characters, and then redraw it and like color it in, and then bring it back the next day, and whoever like brought back the drawing got like a free little like merchandise of some sort. But it was cool, like it was a good way for her to like get her name out there and also like interact with.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea.
I'm so doing that.
Just put that out there. Fan art always. As soon as you get fan art, that always like boosts things up.
That's actually what I had for my first book too. I had at least 5 or 6 different people submitting fan art for my stuff, and I had a little. Well, for each book, I had a little. Well, yeah, for each one, I had a little extra section showing off the pieces and the artists who did them, and that's something I want to continue doing, having a little extra thing dedicated to people who like it. And it's always fun. You get
let me find some really bubbly blue chick running around with giant pink hair. I'm gonna flip out. That's my character. Let me find Lily running around. I'm gonna lose it.
Also, I forgot to mention this too. When I made my first book and had the main character Alice drawn, I worked with one of my coworkers was a fellow nerd, and she had a daughter who dressed up as she cosplayed as Alice, and then she made other costumes for 4 other girls to dress up as Alice, and I still have those pictures to this day, and it's just like I love that these characters dressed up as one of my characters and enjoyed the book so much, but it's like it sucks at the same time because the character does not look like that anymore, but it's still awesome that I still have this side by side of what she used to look like, so it's still cool, you know, still a good memory. But yeah, that made my week. That was just amazing. So things like that really give you inspiration and just make it all fun, and it's unlimited amount of fun you will have at these places if you go about doing so. So yeah,
that is all.
That is going to conclude the Comic-Con podcast. We've got a lot of good stuff in. Like we said before, if you have any questions or comments, let us know.
Questions, concern, comments, hints, cheat codes.
Booyah.
She said cheat codes.
We love cheat codes. They do us good.
I am so down for some cheat codes.
By the way, video games need to bring back cheat codes.
Your next one.
Woo, cheat codes to life.
Yeah, actually, we could talk about that too. Like cheat codes games that should have cheat codes too. But we'll have a link in the description or comment section, whatever they're calling it, to different things that we do, projects or social media, whatever. And that is it. And that actually what we said before, that's probably going to be our next podcast. So until the wind hits our sails yet again, we will see you all on the next podcast. What she said.
Bye.
Later days.